Well, hello, welcome to Tarot to a T. Today's reading will be for May 2023 for the sign of Libra. And if this is the first time to my channel, welcome. Glad to see you here, Libra, and if you're returning, welcome back. Thank you so much for your support. I do wanted to say, coming out of the gate here, that I am cutting back on the YouTube videos for the next couple of months. So you will definitely see one video from me per month, and a second one if time permits. The summer's here, and I have a lot of other projects going on, so just wanted to give you the heads up. I'm also open for private readings, which is also taking up some of my schedule. So if you're interested in a private reading, information can be found in the description box. And before we open these cards today, let me just remind you this is a general reading, so it may not pertain to your situation going on in May 2023. But if it doesn't, that's okay. Come back and see me in a few weeks, because that reading may. You can't put out these general readings and have them apply to everyone. That just isn't possible, right? So, we're looking for that special message that Libra needs to hear for the month of May 2023. Okay, let's go ahead and see what's going on. Ace of Diamonds, nice. Eight of Diamonds, you got some emphasis here on Pentacles, finance, abundance. Wow, you got the Ace of Spades. So you have a Tower moment. Something's changed majorly in your financial situation. It might be leading you to some new decisions here with the Three of Diamonds. But the Tower, I just want to remind you, is that that period of rebirth. Like something had to crumble and fall down only to be rebuilt on a solid foundation. Not seeing exactly what that's about right off the bat. Could be career, could be some kind of relationship change that brought about this abundance. But I'm looking at this Eight of Diamonds as some kind of effort you've been putting into something individually. It is the entrepreneurship card. I'll give you that, but I'm not feeling that it's entrepreneurial. I don't know. I tend to look at this as either you are like starting some kind of business, or you have started some kind of side business, or it's just you putting in the initiative and energy into something to improve your financial situation, right? Could be really anything under the sun. It could be just like going back and getting certifications, getting more experience under your belt in some way. Because you do also have the Ace of Diamonds, which talks about a new start in finance. And you are looking to increase your abundance with that Ace of Diamonds. So this is all falling into place with the scenario of finances are looking, well, they've changed, but they're also looking very good for you. Ten of Clubs, Jack of Diamonds, Two of Clubs, and the Ten of Hearts. There's some kind of completion here that has led to great fulfillment and happiness. This is about celebrating and taking time to enjoy yourself with family and friends. So I think whatever has changed here has actually led to great joy. It's also closed a major chapter. I think it has something to do with this Tower moment, honestly, because when we look at towers, you could see them in that light of something drastic happened, you know, something traumatic. But for every ending, there is a positive new beginning, and there's a closure. And the closure here looks very positive to me. There's also a need for some kind of communication with the Two of Clubs. This is about needing to put something into balance, possibly with a partner. I'm not picking up strong career, so this is kind of, I feel like we're skimming the top of something that's going on with you. Like I said, a change in financial situation, and it is very new for you here. This is also earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, but I also see it as someone who is experiencing a new financial situation and they just don't have the experience, or they don't, how do you put that? It's like, not that you don't know what to do. I don't mean it that way. It's just that this is brand new for you, and so you're looking at it with fresh eyes. And maybe some things are going to crop up along the way that are going to teach you some lessons. So you're kind of in the pupil stage of learning about what this feels like, what this experience is for you. Again, you have another completion here. This is all very positive, Libra. Whatever occurred with the Tower is leading to some kind of travel. Now, the travel could be physical travel, like going off on vacation, going on some kind of adventure. It could be symbolic, traveling from one mindset to another. Maybe you were in a period of scarcity and lack, and now you are completely free of that. And again, it's kind of put that behind you. Whatever the case is, it's always for positive with that Ten of Clubs. And before I ask for more cards, let me just check something real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, we're good. I've been having trouble with my camera lately. I don't know if it's Mercury retrograde or I need to buy new rechargeable batteries, but it's been shutting off on me, so I just wanted to make sure we were still rolling. Okay, what else can you tell me about Libra's new financial situation here? May 2023. Message for Libra. Something has got you stressed and worried, though. The threes are, just in general, they're about being, pulled in a couple different directions. Like, with the Three of Diamonds, I'm kind of seeing a correlation there. The Three of Diamonds means that you have some decisions to make around finances, whether it's investing, whether it's how to proceed. Maybe you're like on the edge of like trying to decide if you should quit your job. Not sure if you have enough to keep you going, but this Three of Spades could be along the same lines in that it's all very positive, right? But you also have the side of needing to be responsible and make sure that you don't blow it. I don't know why I just heard that you don't blow it. Like, it's like you're, again, with the Jack of Diamonds, not being sure what you're doing in the sense that it's a new experience, right? It's just, to wrap it up in a nutshell, it's you're experiencing a new type of abundance or wealth financial situation that's just never come across your experience before. So that's good, right? If we're always in the same boat, we don't grow and we don't learn anything. And I see this as a very positive leap for you. So it's not like you went backwards, you went forwards. Just to give you a little bit of confidence there. With the Eight of Spades, yeah, you're not, okay, that's what I just said. You're not enjoying work. You still are working at the moment. I think you're trying to decide whether you should cut that out of your life. Or maybe just temporarily. Take a reprieve, maybe go back to work in a few months, Like I said, you might want to go off and travel. Enjoy yourself a little bit because you can. Now you have that breathing room. But this is stressing you out. You're worried about making that decision. I don't know, maybe you've been at your job for a while and you've got enough credit with them in the sense that you've had a few raises and you have a little bit of seniority. You're going to lose your benefits, whatever the situation may be. There's a lot of pressure and stress that is associated with it. The Eight of Spades is that call to relieve that pressure around work. So I feel I'm talking to a Libra who's kind of on the fence about what they should do. The Five of Diamonds, again, is a change in your financial situation. There's a settlement or negotiation that occurred. Now, this could have been some kind of legal situation with the Five of Diamonds. I'm trying to connect that with the Eight of Diamonds, and I'm not necessarily seeing that, because the Eight of Diamonds is more about taking on something on your own Now, it could be that you filed a case against somebody or something, and you've won that case. Depending on the country you're in, again, I don't know if they have class action lawsuits in all parts of the world, but it could have been something like that where you stepped forward and complained about some kind of defective product on the market. I don't know. I'm kind of throwing that out there. That's pretty random. And because of the time and effort you put into that, you've prevailed, but you've also come out financially, secure in a huge way. Again, negotiation and settlement. It could also be, I just want to throw this out there, that the negotiation and settlement could be you negotiating with yourself and your finances and whatever you have saved up to see if you can walk away from that job situation. So yeah, that would naturally change your financial picture, right? Because instead of earning money and having it flow in constantly, now you're having to pull from whatever you've been able to put aside. So the King of Hearts is, well, first of all, it's a water sign, so it could be a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio that you're dealing with. But this is somebody who's in some kind of power position that is actually very kind and benevolent. It's a fatherly type of energy with this King of Hearts. Could be somebody you're dealing with in this negotiated settlement. Like, this could be your spouse. I'm not looking at gender, so it's not necessarily male. But you could view them as like the person who takes care of the family, for example. Or you could be dealing with your father. This could be somebody that's just involved in your decision process here that you're going to for guidance and support, because the King of Hearts is definitely about being able to support you and guide you, and always caring about the outcome for you. You don't have any fears that they're going to give you bad advice or not look after your best interest. Yes, I'm feeling that that's somebody. I think you're already speaking with them. I don't think it's somebody you need to seek out. In May 2023, they're just prominent, in your immediate circle here. Seven of Hearts. There's some kind of disappointment here. It could be wrapped up with that King of Hearts. Maybe there's somebody who's not quite on the same page with you. I'm going back to the scenario of this being a spouse, for example, somebody you see as head of household, somebody who takes care of the family. Maybe they're not agreeing with your decision, or your desire, I should say. I don't think you've decided to leave your job. And so you're a little brokenhearted about that. You're feeling a little disappointed that they're not on the same page with you, even though they probably know the backstory on the job situation and how it affects you and how it's hard for you to go to that job day after day. Yeah, I'm kind of feeling there's a Libra who really does want to walk away from the work environment, but they don't have the support around them. I mean, they might have the financial support, but it's like on the edge of not enough support. But you certainly don't have the emotional support. Okay, another card here before we go to advice. I want a little bit more of this picture before we go to advice. Nine of Clubs. Yes, so there's some kind of completion. Again, I'm not sure what that completion is. I'm not seeing the details of that. And that's very often in my readings. If you've been with me before, especially, you know that. I'm more intuitive. But there's something you're very satisfied with that's wrapped up, and it could involve this financial situation. This could be some kind of achievement as far as, I put my hours in and I've done the hard work. And you're feeling very satisfied with the amount of work you put in to create the life you've had, and so that's kind of a personal experience. It may not be something people are recognizing from the outside, but it's still valid that you feel very satisfied where you are in life. I don't know. I'm kind of getting the sense of a Libra who's like you know, maybe we don't have enough money, but I'm feeling satisfied that I've reached my potential. I have accomplished what I set out to do. And now you want to be in travel mode. Especially because you are possibly able to do that now. I do see a little bit of conflict with travel and wanting to retire, for instance, may not connect real solidly, because it's like you have to make a decision between the two, right? You have to decide if you want to spend your savings on traveling or retiring. It's like you can't do both, because it's possible there's just not enough there. And this communication, I want to go back to this for a second, could be with this King of Hearts, who has who's kind of let you down in some way because they're not working with you or they're not agreeing on your desires here, but that communication apparently needs to still occur. I'm going to go into advice because it may talk about your need to communicate and talk, for example, and how to navigate that conversation. Okay, that just popped right out. So I'm gonna lay down the Queen of Spades. That's actually air energy, so that could totally be you. Cards of advice for Libra. Four of Spades. Okay, that makes sense. Talk about that in a second. Too many cards there. Wow, look at all the spades. This is all air energy. King of Spades. And this Six of Diamonds. Fantastic. Okay. So, right off the bat, this just kind of fell out as I started to shuffle there for the advice. This is you. This is you holding back. This is that reserved energy. This is that person who has some power. And they're not saying what's really on their mind. And I think, again, that connects very closely with the Two of Clubs and needing to communicate. You're not communicating. I think it's because you're feeling some pain around this. And you know this person doesn't agree with, you know, the plan that you want to pursue. I do think it's about a Libra who wants to leave the workforce and do something completely different with their life, and you don't have that support. But you do have a respite here around the home and the lifestyle. So again, whatever abundance that you've created, the savings set aside, whatnot, the investments, you're in this period of feeling really good financially. So maybe that's kind of giving you this this sense that you can do this. It's giving you the confidence that you can walk away from the job, the employment, at least in the now, because you have that support here. The fours, to me, represent the four corners holding up your lifestyle and how you're able to meet your obligations. Now, the King of Spades is very interesting. I don't think this is another person. Again, it's air energy, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, because I think you're involved with a water sign. I think so. The King of Hearts is, well, let's go back to that, because it could be just the person that you see as like the head of the household, the fatherly figure. Whether you have kids or not it's irrelevant. They could be another air sign. It could be another Libra or Aquarius or Gemini. And this is the person who's causing problems. Now, I see it dualistically as you not agreeing with them, therefore there's where the friction lies, or them not agreeing with you, therefore that's where the friction lies as well. It could go both ways. But again, there's some kind of authority, I think, kind of holding you in this place. You can't go any further because they're not compromising. They're not exploring other options for you to... I'm hearing hang up the lunchbox. You know, like when you go off to work, you have a lunchbox and you bring your lunch every day. It's like you wanna go on with your life and go on to a new chapter, and it's you and this King of Spades that are at odds. You're not on the same page. King of Spades is generally not a bad character. It's just that there's somebody in disagreement and causing a problem, causing a disagreement, causing a conflict, however you want to phrase that. What's interesting though is you have the Six of Diamonds coming out in the end position of your advice, and this does talk about more financial opportunities. So if I was to interpret this on the surface, given what I just said, and given how I feel like I'm reading for a Libra who's stuck in a situation where they have to keep working for now, despite what they truly want to pursue, despite their desires, this is going to open new doors for you. So staying in this position is not a bad thing. You are going to have new opportunities to take more financial responsibility. That's the trade-off, right? Despite how hard it is, and believe me, I know how that feels when you're in a job that it just leaves you depleted and exhausted, and you just want to throw in the towel. It's still going to pay off for you. So you're not doing it. So how do you phrase it? How do I want to phrase this? So the effort you're putting in is going to lead you somewhere. That's what I'm trying to say. It's not like you're doing it for just the heck of it. You know, like somebody's just keeping you tied down to this job and making you work because that's what they think. Spirit is saying that it is going to lead you to this. Okay, that's a very positive message. And the King of Clubs. So this is well, first talk about it is a fire sign energy, a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. Could be somebody around you that you see as a support, because this is a very supportive energy. This is a person you can lean upon. They can give you advice. You could be nudged, encouraged to lean on this person that fits that description. It's somebody that you see as in some kind of power. Maybe it's a supervisor, or maybe just somebody that you see that kind of holds their own. You know, with that king energy, they seem to have a control, or a good control, a good grasp of their life and their affairs. And it's somebody you can lean upon as a friend, a confidant, counsel. What else can you give me for Libra and their advice for May 2023? Five of Spades. Interesting. So there's some kind of break off here. There's a change implied with this. I think it might be wrapped up with the King of Clubs. I don't know who this person is, but perhaps you feel detached from them in some way, or you need to break off contact with them. It could go either way. This is, like I said, that breakup card. It's about things not serving you any longer. That's a very curious turn of events. I am going to ask for another card, because all the positivity that I was putting into that King of Clubs, that's the exact opposite. So let's see what's going on. Maybe they're not giving you good advice. Maybe a spirit is advising you of what's really up there. The advice they're giving you is not solid. Yeah, you need to follow your heart here. Interesting. Hold on just a second, Libra, because this might actually inspire me to do an extended reading for this. So if you're interested in that, I'll put a link in the description box, because this is what I'm seeing. So King of Clubs, very positive, very solid character here. It doesn't have to be male, but somebody you see as having some kind of power. The breakup. I see it two different ways. It could be that you need to break yourself off from this person, or that whoever that represents, some kind of authority. Follow your heart. This is a new start in that direction. It also could mean they're inspiring you to break it off with the King of Hearts. This could be a relationship change. Just giving you a little bit of a heads up there. This person who's leaving you hurt and disappointed. The King of Hearts, the person that you see as the head of your household. This person could have walked in. It could be a fire sign, again, Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries, that is encouraging you to follow your heart on a new start and break it off. Wow. Because you clearly have other desires to do with your life, and you're being held down some way. You're being stifled. You're being dismissed in the sense that you're keeping to yourself. So you've shut down here. You're not communicating because there's a need to communicate. There's some imbalance definitely going on in some significant situation or relationship. I do think it's a strong relationship element of two people trying to decide if they have enough money for you to stop working. Not sure if they're working or not, but this is all focused on you, right? And it could be another air sign. And one thing I'll say about Libras, I think when two Libras are not in agreement, that can be a really sticky situation because Libras are all about weighing the scales. So nobody wants to make a firm decision because they want to make sure everything is equal. And if things are definitely not equal, then it's kind of like you're in a stalemate. You can't move because there's no way to balance it out. It's like sometimes that's not possible, right? I think I'm going to go to the extended with this and just see more about this because that's a very interesting line of advice. I want to see exactly where that leads you, especially about the following your heart part. So if you're ending the video here, I hope you gain some advice and some guidance in this video, this reading for you for May. Thank you for being here. If you wouldn't mind, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. If you don't want to have those notifications pop up, you can turn that off. But giving the like and the subscribe really helps the channel a lot. It helps keep it going. And again, I do want to mention that I will be cutting back on some of the videos for the next couple of months. So don't worry, I'll be back. Hopefully in full swing. I don't know. I don't have a crystal ball. Maybe I should pull some cards to see how my schedule is going to go. But I just have so much going on right now. And if you are interested in a personal reading, I am making time for that. So that information is in the description box. There's also a link in there if you'd like to make a small donation to buy me a coffee. And I appreciate you being here. Okay? Hang in there, Libra. Hang in there. It looks like you're working hard, and you really want to make some changes, and you're not being allowed to at the moment. But again, I'm going to explore that in extended reading. So if you want to join me over there, see you over there. Otherwise, take care until I see you again.